All right. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. Today is a little bit of a different kind of video. Normally, I talk about personal finance. I talk about investing, saving, how money works, and stuff like that. But today, I'm going to be doing more of like a tech review kind of thing. Normally, that's not what this channel is all about, but I think we can all agree publishing online, publishing content is becoming more and more relevant. And I know that I've struggled with what kind of gear should I get, because I don't want to get overly fancy. I don't need the cream of the crop type of gear. I don't need the best of the best. I'm not that kind of a tech nerd. But I do recognize that audio is way more important than video. And for a while, I think I've just focused my attention a lot on video. The video editing, I've always been more of a visual person. I was into animation and stuff like that in college and stuff, so I had a bias towards it. And I've found it increasingly annoying and difficult to manage and edit the sound, because I get all this like ambient noise. And if you don't already know, I've been using this. You can probably I can probably show it. So this right here is the Blue Yeti. It is a condenser mic. It's pretty decent for what I need it for. But I'm gonna start doing podcasting a little bit more seriously. And podcasting, there is no visual, and it's all audio. So the quality matters that much more. So what we're reviewing today is, let me get this guy out of the way here. So what we're doing today is I am reviewing. This is for the first time. This is an unboxing / review type video, jammed into one. I am reviewing this bad boy right here, the Audio-Technica ATR2100x USB. So right now, this is just it's an empty box. You can kind of tell it's empty and light. I just took out everything from the box for the first time. I didn't test it before I came on this video. I wanted to test it with you live because it's kind of more fun that way, right? So why did I pick this one, right? Why this and not anything else? Well, first of all, unlike this guy right here, the Blue Yeti, which is a condenser mic, this is something that's designed to pick up sound whether I'm this close to it like this, right? And I can actually get pretty decent quality sound by getting really close to it and almost like making out with a mic, right? It's a lot of radio broadcasters will talk like this, right? But you can also hear me if I back away and I'm further and further away, the audio still picks up. Now, what this means is this is both a good thing and a bad thing, because if I'm on a video broadcast like I am now, and I'm moving around, like I'm shuffling papers, or if I'm on a Zoom or something, then this is good, because I want the sound to be picked up from like a larger range. But this for podcasting, or where recording the sound quality is very, very important, this can start to become a disadvantage, because let's face it, if you live in New York City like I do, then there's street noise. There's not as much anymore because of COVID. We're still in the middle of this pandemic, but there's still police sirens, sometimes gunshots. It happens. Not the best thing to be sharing, but it does happen. And a lot of that street noise, construction noise, and all of the above, right? It gets picked up. And if you're recording something and that gets picked up, you don't notice, sometimes you got to go back and re-record, and that's really, really annoying. So what I looked into was, what's the best solution for that? So I bought this guy right here. The Audio-Technica 2100X is a dynamic mic, which means it's only designed to pick up sounds near it. Okay, so it's not really going to pick up any ambient noise. It's also something this is the kind of mic you see like singers use, or the concept anyway is the type that singers use in a concert, right? They have to be right up against the mic in order for it to work, and maybe 6 to 8 to 12 inches away from the mic will pick up sound, but any further than that, nothing will get picked up. right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test all of this out for all the use cases that I would want. And if you're a podcaster or an aspiring YouTuber or anything like that, you might find this relevant. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's turn the camera angle down so that you could actually see me play with this stuff. Okay, so let me try and get this a little bit more aligned correctly here. Get my keyboard out of the way. So what you're looking at here is, let me get this a little bit tighter. My mouse out of the way. All right, perfect. Okay, so what you're looking at here is everything that was in the box. Literally everything I took out, except for this little piece of foam tissue paper that they're sending you in to, blow your nose with or something. I don't know. We'll put that away. So let's get started the right way by looking at what everybody should always do when they open up a piece of tech is reading the instructions with the warranty and the quick start guide. So let's read this together, shall we? Just kidding. Nobody does that. That's who does that? That's so boring. We're just going to go straight into it. Let's throw that away to the side here. What I like is that this thing is, let me turn this upside down. This thing is actually, it came in a foam little box like this, right? I'm actually probably going to preserve, and when I travel, I'm probably going to pack this as is, right? I don't know if there's, and probably just cover something on top of it. So I actually they kind of gave me a carrying case, or the filler of a carrying case with it here. So one of the neat things about this mic, this was what made a lot of other XLR mics a deal breaker for me. So a lot of dynamic mics, the mics that I said you have to that pick up sound closer to its to the receiver area here, as opposed to a condenser mic where it'll pick up sound from very, very far away. A lot of the dynamic mics will connect using these like 3-prong adapter things. And this is called an XLR connection. Now it's very difficult to find it's not actually difficult, but in order to convert this to something that a computer can read, you usually have to go through another device. Plug in what looks like this. So this connection right here, right? How are you going to plug this into a computer, right? So you have to take this and plug it into another device, and then that device can plug into a computer via USB or sometimes FireWire. More USB these days. But this mic, I don't need that, because if you look closely, I have a USB-C connection here. So this is what made me pick this mic, the Audio-Technica ATR2100x, over some of the other more expensive ones, because this baby right here eliminates the need for me to have a separate mixer that plugs into a computer. This makes it easier for me to travel with, and makes this cable also pretty much obsolete, because I don't really plan on using this at all. So I'm going to put this away as well. Don't need the XLR cable. So what do I have? I have just the mic. I have this stand. I don't know how to open it. Okay, it looks like, okay, there we go. That's interesting. So this is a stand with a connection. I don't know what the name of this, this size screw is, but it looks pretty standard. It looks like it would mount with my mic arm, right? I don't really know any of the technical terms, so if anyone else is getting mad that I don't know all the technical words, then I'm sorry. This is just, I'm going for function, not for knowledge, and not for techno babble, okay? So I'm going to screw this part on here. and install, type, get this mic. Wow, this is extra tight. That's what she said. All right, here we go. So I'm looking to plug this in via USB. Now, I got two USB, let me put this aside for a second. I get two USB cables. I get USB-C on both ends, which is cool. And I also get a USB to USB-A on the other end. So this is probably a better fit for like a computer. This is probably, or depending on what kind of ports your computer has, it might be just straight up USB-C or straight up, or just the old school USB-A to the USB-C, whichever one floats your boat. I'm really glad that they provided both of these. I have spares of each, but not everybody does. So this is very nice that that they offer both types of connections. So here's the thing. Here's what I want to test now. Ready? I actually, one of the use cases that I actually have is recording off of my iPad here. So this is my iPad. It's not a laptop. I know the keyboard case makes it seem like seem like it's a laptop to a lot of people, but this is an iPad. And I'm gonna open up. Let's see. I'll open up my camera app here. Okay, and I've actually never done this before. So this is, you're actually testing with me live right now. Now what I'm gonna do is the iPad has a USB-C connection right here. Okay, I want to see if this can power the Audio-Technica mic. That would actually be really, really cool if it did. I'm not expecting it to, but I'll be taking any bets. So let's connect this to the iPad. Boom. And let's see what happens if I connect this to the mic. So I'm connecting this to the mic. Oh, damn. Okay, so this is encouraging. The LED does light. Okay, this is actually encouraging. I'm kind of excited now. So it is getting power. That's what that means. Now, is it going to work? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. It's on. Okay. Part of me actually wishes now that I actually didn't skip over the instructions, because I don't know how to adjust the volume on this thing. Oh, this is a switch. Oh, cool. So what happens is there's a switch here that toggles the recording on and off. So if I switch this right here, it's hard to see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. If I flick this like that, this thing is recording now. I don't know if you can see that. It's recording. See the counter ticking down? Okay, so all right, so it's already been recording, so it picked up sound, hopefully. But usually I'll be about yay distance from the mic. Okay, and you can catch this on video. So this is testing about, let's see, like my mouth is about a foot away from the mic. So this is about a foot away. This is about maybe 6 inches away, and this is like right up against. This is like if I'm holding the mic and doing like a radio announcement kind of thing, where like my lips almost even touch it, and I'm talking directly into the mic. Okay, so you guys on the video right now, you're seeing this. Let me stop this recording here. You're hearing me off of this right here. Okay, you're hearing me right now on this broadcast. You're hearing me off of this guy right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the video from the iPad and see if it's any good. Let's test it out. Ready? So here we are. Let me go back to the clip. Oh, it's not recording. That sucks. I don't hear anything. I hear just a bunch of hissing. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so disappointed. Oh well. It was worth a shot. See, when you run into trouble like this... Oh no, it is? It is recording. Oh no, there was just so much noise that okay, hold on. So this is worth another shot. It's not a total loss. This is a good time to actually bring out the this is actually a good time to bring out the instructions, because now I feel like I need it. And as luck would have it, of course, I can't find the instructions because I put it aside and it fell somewhere and I can't find it. Let's try this one more time. I'm just going to bring my old school IT skills into play from way back when. I'm going to open up voice memos. And let's see here. Oh, there is a volume adjustment type of thing that happens. Okay, I see. Okay. So it does recognize it. So what I did now is I opened up a voice memo app so that it can... This voice memo app here, I don't know if you can see. So that now when I record, I can... Let's see if this picks up the recording from up close. No, it's okay. Hold on. Okay, this is volume all the way down. This is volume all the way up, and it's almost the same. And it's actually touching my mouth, and there's no sound being picked up. Which actually sucks. And there's barely any sound being picked up. It is working, but for some reason it's like not picking up much sound. Okay. So what we can do now is I have to actually take this thing off. This is probably really loud to you guys because I have to unvelcro my headphones off of this mic, and let me plug it in here. So this is something that most mics have. They have a 3.5mm jack for headphones, so you can hear what the mic is actually picking up. Okay, so this is commonly used. I don't have fancy stuff. I'm using the earbuds from my iPhone, and I hear this. This is pretty wow. Okay, I can hear myself really, really well here, but it's not picking up. It's not being picked up into the iPad. I don't know why. Let's try this one more time. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's working really well. Testing 1 2. This is a sound test with the Audio-Technica 2100x with the mic up against my mouth. Max sound. Very hissy. I'm gonna actually lower the volume a little bit. Okay, and if you guys on the broadcast, you want to catch a recording of this later, I will actually change when I repost this video. I'll actually use this audio instead of the condenser mic that you're picking up off off the live broadcast. Okay. Okay. So if I'm lowering the volume a little bit. Okay. So with the volume completely off. It's still picking up stuff. I just can't hear it. Okay, I see. So the volume, I believe the volume is for the headphones. That's what I believe the volume is for. So I can, how loudly do you want to hear yourself speak? Yeah. Okay. So now this is a sound test. Now this is a sound test of the mic about a foot away from my mouth, and this is a sound test of my voice, the Audio-Technica 2100, 6 inches away from my mouth. Okay, so let's take I'm going to stop this now. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't plug it in completely or something. I'm not sure why that didn't work. Okay, the first time. So let me take this out. Oh, okay. Oh, now it's working really well. Testing 1 2. This is a sound test with the Audio-Technica 2100x. So you can with the mic up. So you can hear that it's actually working. It actually sounds more like what you would hear from a radio broadcaster. So let me try this one more time with the video camera app, and then I'm going to do this again. I'm going to test it again on my iPhone. Okay, now let's go for this. All right, let's test it now. Okay, this is a sound test. This is a sound test of the Audio-Technica 2100x with the mic about a foot away from my mouth. This is another sound test with the mic about 6 inches from my mouth, and this is up close and personal, basically kissing the mouth right here, or kissing the mic right here. So let's replay the video and check out the sound. Okay, so let's take this off. So right now I'm souped because it is working for the iPad. Let me just play back this video. Okay, this is the wow. Sound test. This is a sound test of the Audio-Technica 2100x with the mic about a foot away from my mouth. This is another sound test. Okay. With the mic about 6 inches from my mouth, and this. Okay, so that's cool. So what I'm gonna do now is here's another way you can play with this. This is an adapter. You're gonna need to buy it separately. I want to see if this works through the adapter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the other cable, the USB-A to USB-C cable. Right, I'm going to plug this end into the adapter, basically turning this USB-A side into a lightning adapter, and I'm going to use this mic on my phone. Now, I think this is really rare. I don't believe there's a lot of dynamic mics out there at this price range. We didn't talk about price yet, but we will. I don't believe there's a lot out there that can plug directly into your phone. I don't think that's rare. XLR conversion to a Lightning, I don't think is very easily accomplished. But these guys were able to do it. I mean, thank God for USB-C, you know? So let me plug this in. Okay, USB-C plugged into this mic, like so. The other end is a lightning adapter now, or lightning a connector now. And I'm plugging it into my phone. Okay, lightning, like so. Okay, all right. Okay, now oh, you know what, this sucks. I don't think it's gonna work with. Oh, no. See, like, I have a problem not plugging things all the way in today. Or is it my case? Just kidding, it does work. I just had to plug it in all the way. Okay, so at first the light didn't light up, and I was really bummed out for a second, but then the lightning port came out, and I was like, oh, okay, that clearly wasn't plugged in all the way. Okay, now I can hear myself from the headphones. Same thing here. And what I'm gonna do now is before you heard me test like up close and personal, like, you know, like this. You heard me test this. You'd heard me, and then you heard me test like 6 inches away and then like a foot away, which is approximately the only types of situations I would find myself in. If this was a more of an interview type of situation, I might, and there was no social distancing, like, you know, we're done with social distancing, then maybe I could have a conversation, side-by-side conversation with somebody next to me, and have it be like, you know, an interview setup. But most of the time when I record a solo podcast, I'm going to be holding it something close to this, or I might mount it on my arm here, and I will be within 6 inches or less of range. But what I want to prove to you now, and what we're going to test now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to prove it or not, but because this is the first time. But what I'm going to test now is I'm going to go further and further away from the mic as far as this cable will let me. So I'm going to have to take this off as well. Okay, let's open up our video app, or camera app. Okay, so, alright, here we go. Oh, now I found the instructions. It was under my chair the entire time, caught under my wheel. Perfect. Always shows up when I don't need it. Okay, so I'm going to record this video. Okay, we are recording. So, this is a sound test of the Audio-Technica ATR2100x right up against my mouth. This is like at kissing level, and this is another sound test of the Audio-Technica ATR2100x, about 6 inches away. This is about a foot away. Audio-Technica sound test 1, 2, 3, about a foot away. And now I'm getting further and further and further away. I'm going to crawl backwards. Crawling backwards. This is about maybe 3 feet away. I'm gonna actually like walk back. How long is this cable? This cable, I'm gonna say, is gonna guess about 7 feet, 8 feet. It's probably an 8-foot cable, maybe a 6-foot cable. I don't know, but I'm about 6 feet away from here with this cable, with this mic connected, and we'll see what it sounds like. Okay, let's move on back. Curious, very, very curious. Oh, I don't hear anything. This is the same issue I had with the iPad the first time around. Oh no. I'm just an idiot. I just didn't have the volume up. There we go. right up against my mouth. This is like at kissing level. And this is another sound test of the Audio-Technica 2100X, about 6 inches away. This is about a foot away. Audio-Technica sound test.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, about a foot away. And now I'm getting further and further and further away. I'm going to crawl backwards. Crawling backwards. This is about maybe 3 feet away.
Okay. So it does pick up sound.
I'm going to actually walk back. How long is this cable? This cable, I'm going to say, is going to guess about 7 feet.
Okay, so this wasn't working.
Maybe a 6-foot cable. I don't know, but I'm about.
That was picking up the mic. That was the mic pickup from my phone. So that's not good. So let's open up the voice memo app here. Maybe that's the magic charm. Okay, so this is... Oh, whoops. Oh, it lost power. Somewhere along the way it lost connectivity. That's why. That makes a lot more sense now. I was going to say, that didn't sound nearly as high quality. I'm going to take this case off. It's either that or this, or the lightning adapter. The lightning part, this connection is getting worn out or something, because it's not clicking the way that it should be clicking. Okay, at least not with my case anyway. Now it feels secured. All right. Okay, so now we are testing the Audio-Technica 2100X right up against my mouth, and this is Audio-Technica sound test 6 inches away. This is Audio-Technica sound test maybe, about a foot away. And then I'm going to do the same thing as before, guys. I'm going to crawl backwards. I'm about 3 feet away. 5, 6 feet. Let's go all the way back to however long this cable is. I can see from the sound wave on this mic, on this voice memo app right now, that is barely picking anything up. So let's listen to this again. Let's listen to how this sounded. This is a little bit of a different test, a little bit more thorough test than what we did on the iPad. Let's check this out.
Okay, so now we are testing.
Okay, so you can
Audio-Technica 2100X right up against my mouth.
You can hear that. Well, I don't know if it's picking up through this this mic here through the broadcast, but you can hear that it's like, if I'm right up against it, it's actually kind of buzzy. It doesn't actually sound too good. I'm too close. I'm yelling into it almost. That's what it kind of sounds like, which is why I have one of these things. I haven't put it on yet because this is something also is a separate purchase. It's like $3 or $4. It's nothing, but it's something that I'm going to put on top of this thing when all is said and done. When I actually mount it to my arm here. Let's check this out.
And this is Audio-Technica sound test 6 inches away.
Yeah, 6 inches sounds like it's probably the best.
Sound test maybe about a foot away. And I'm going
6 to 12 is fine.
I'm going to crawl backwards. I'm about 3 feet away.
I don't know if you can hear me fading away.
5, 6 feet. Let's go all the way back to however long this cable is. I can see from the sound wave on the.
So it is picking it up.
On this voice memo app right now, that is barely picking anything up. So let's listen to this again. Let's listen to how this sounded.
So it is picking it up, but it doesn't sound nearly as crisp or as clear. We'll see. I actually wanted it to not pick up as much sound as it did. So even at 6 feet away, this was picking up sound from the mic that was clear enough. Like, it was definitely distant. You could definitely hear the distance, but I would rather have it pick up nothing, right? So that, like, if there's a siren going around, like I'm recording a podcast and there's like a police car or like a fire truck driving by my apartment, which I live off of Canal, it happens all the time. then that I don't want it to get picked up, and I'm not entirely convinced that this will not pick it up. Okay, so so we'll have to see. Even at 6 to 8 feet away, I could hear myself. But then again, this is also a quiet room right now. It's super quiet in the apartment. I'm alone in the apartment for a change right now, and there's and I talk loud, so like maybe that's part of it. I don't know. It's not as like it's not as noise canceling as I would have wanted, but hey, what are you gonna do? So the last thing, what I'm gonna do now is I'm probably gonna be spending the majority of the use case for this is probably mostly gonna be on my computer. So I'm gonna plug this into my computer and do the final test there.